down in Honeysuckle Forest, between the jug-jug trees and the wambling-wimbling willows, lived an elf named Entwistle. Entwistle didn't understand why he didn't fit in with the other woodland folk.
Hey, Entwistle, you must be so lonely here with all that money.
Not at all. I've never had so many friends. Rich people are so popular.
Seriously, Entwistle, where did you get all this new stuff?
Entwistle had been a naughty boy earlier that day. He had stolen from old man McCracken. Entwistle had never been a good thief, and that day was no exception.
Oi!
Entwistle had stolen the fairy dust that old man McCracken had kept in his family for generations. It was the most valuable commodity a woodland creature could own, and incidentally afforded Entwistle a lot of ale.
So he took the fairy dust and ran off down the road? Yep, spilt it everywhere as well. Don't suppose you know which way he went, Mandolin Man? I've seen things that would make a grown man cry. Sights so foul they could curdle milk and force a man to eat his own head just to be relieved of torment. But I ain't seen your boy. These peepers packed in a long time ago. All I'm good for now is playing my mandolin. Mandolin Man, you may be the least helpful person that I have ever met. Ah well, we'll soon get to the bottom of this, sir, don't you worry. Fairy dust is flammable after all. Order! I will have order in my courtroom. Entwistle Treesack McGee. Order! As I was saying, you have heard the charges set before you today. You have been accused of breaking and entering, theft, desecration of private property, and doing unspeakable things to Mr. Phil McCracken's toothbrush. How do you plead? Guilty of bad dental hygiene. Look, can we hurry this up, please? I had a heavy night last night. I'd like to get out of here sharpish. Right! That's it! This is the final straw, Mr. McGee. You've been let off with a slap on the wrist before, but this time you're going to be punished! You have a choice. You can either go to jail for 2 weeks, or you can serve a minimum term in His Majesty the King of Fairy Tale Land's Royal Infantry.
Entwistle much preferred the idea of spending a couple of months in the woods with 3 square meals a day to 2 weeks in jail. Little did Entwistle know, the Free Peoples of Edoc had declared war on the Empire of Golglomath the day before.
Fine. Army then. So be it. Take him away, Captain. Oi, what's going on? Hey!
Okay lads, as you know we had to bring you all a bit cloak and dagger. I'm afraid that none of you were allowed to know exactly where Golglomath was, in case you were so possessed by fear in the heat of battle that you tried to flee back to Honeysuckle Wood. Incidentally, if any of you do attempt to desert, I shall have to kill you myself, with my bare hands if needs be. That's it lad, let it all out. Now I want you boys to remember to keep your chins up. Just remember that they are fairy tale folk just the same as you. Excepting of course that they have night vision, massive teeth, and an insatiable thirst for blood unparalleled by us woodlanders. But there I go again, putting a negative slant on things. Just remember your training and you'll be fine. Probably.
But I've not had any basic training. I've never even held a sword.
That's a good one. I think we all needed that laugh. But seriously, if any of you are still alive at 5 o'clock, we are scheduled to adjourn for tea and light refreshments. Right-o, have at 'em, lads.
Step aside, soldier, and leave the hard work for the little men.